Alright, Microsoft Word Country Poster, the fourth in an exciting series of Microsoft Word assignments. Now, pick your country. That's the first part of this assignment. I've picked Sweden, so you should not. The things that you will need to know for your country are constitution, capital, population, political system, currency, and the bordering countries. That's all on the instructions right here. You'll also want to research some points of interest because you're going to be collecting at least 7 pictures to show on your country report. So if you go to a Google and you just put in the country, you're going to get lots of information, obviously. To the right here, in most cases, you're going to see something that Google does, which is kind of like a quick infographic. And it just turns out that we got the capital there, we got the population, we got the currency right there. So right away we can get that first text box, a lot of that done. So let's get this Word document started. So it tells us to set up the margins. So what we will do is go to page layout and change these margins. Let's change it to narrow all the way around. We want to change the orientation, so I believe yesterday I told you this, but I'll do it again in the video. This is landscape. This is portrait. So we want to change it to landscape like this so we have plenty of room to put our pictures. So orientation to landscape right there. So we got margins, we got our landscape. So now I'm going to insert my text box so I can get that information going. Text box button is right here in the insert tab. I'm going to click text box and it's going to allow me to, I'm going to click draw text box because I want to draw it. And let's do this. I'm going to bold these titles. Constitution, capital, population, political system, currency, and bordering countries. And now underneath them, I'm going to do my unbold and I'm going to get the information now. But first, let's fix that spacing issue that they're doing to us again. Remember over here in the page layout they did this to us? We're going to change that to 0. Okay, with no bold, we know the Constitution for Sweden. January 1st, 1975. Capital, Stockholm. Population, let's go back to our Google page there because I believe it's changed. 9.593 million. Political system, parliamentary democracy. Currency is the krona, and the bordering countries Finland and Norway. Okay, now that's the hard part of this, and we can make that as big or small as we'd like. Let's maybe go a little bigger than 11. Let's maybe go 14. Here we go. So I'm going to set that over here. Now, let's find in a different tab in Google Images, map of Sweden. This one's kind of cool because it incorporates the flag. So let's save that image. And we're going to insert that into our report. Okay. Now when we're wrapping these, we want to wrap these tight or square so that we can move these around anywhere we want. Alright, so there's my map. I've got my information over here. Find yourself a flag, which is pretty simple. So we'll just do the same thing. Pretty much all the same. This one's kind of cool, so I'll do this one. Flag Sweden M. Okay. Insert picture. Okay, so I've got my information, got my flag, got my map. Now, the rest of it is up to you to get interesting information for your country. So, for me, I'm going to go over here, and we've got lots of cool information right here. I might go get a picture of the capital city. I've got the Malmo windmill that I can do. All sorts of things that you can find. So, just as an example, I'm going to look up this windmill that I did on the previous one. That's the one. Let's click that. Save it. Go back to our Word document, insert that bad boy in there. Resize it, obviously, because we need to fit 9 total pictures on here. So let's wrap this so I can move it around. And then what I'm going to do so I can identify these pictures is use that text box again. So I can draw my text box underneath the picture like so, and I can identify it. Like so. Now, if you don't want the boxes around it, like my example shows, what we can do is right-click on the box, and we can format the shape, and we don't want a line, and we're going to put no line. That way we have a text box, we have the title, but it looks a little cleaner. So you're going to do that for the rest of the pictures. So we have a total of 9 pictures. 2 pictures are, one is the map, one is the flag, and then you've got 7 others with a text box. And the rest of the instructions tell you that you can use your own word art for the title. Colors, pictures, everything else. You make it your own report, make it look good, make it look better than mine. That is all for now. Before we go, let's look up some Swedish music. I'm a little curious. There we go.